discover hidden job boards. Now, this is quite unique. I haven't seen a lot of people do this, so I'm pretty happy to share this whole thing. The concept behind this is that you could potentially be the first applicant because while somebody may end up publishing this job within their applicant tracking system, the ATS, they don't necessarily publish it to the rest of the world. HR people are flawed just like anybody else in life. So I have used Boolean searches along with a Google search in order to then filter by jobs that have been published within the last 24 hours, specifically within all of the different HR applicant tracking system tools. So I'm going to show you how I have found this nice little gem and how you can essentially create your own, but it is unfathomable how easy it is to make this happen, which is essentially taking a huge amount of jobs all over the internet and basically propagating them within the last 24 hours right in front of you. Super easy to do. So the reason that this actually works is because we're using the Boolean site search. It's using Google search paired with kind of some of the different Boolean search techniques. It is extracting a lot of information from the applicant tracking system tools. It often is taking them directly from your favorite job boards and looking directly under whether or not it hits within a subdomain that is registered part of the applicant tracking system tool. It is really helpful to see this, and I promise I'm going to show you. But just so you get a real quick feel of what this looks like, you can see that these are the different jobs that have come out of Workable, which is one ATS solution. I want to go into this. I'll take my time as I describe it to you. It's really easy to tailor this to you. And so rather than poring over job boards nonstop, I would consider this to be your primary way of finding new opportunities. Sounds pretty crazy. I've built up a lot of hype, right? Let's go into it. Here's how we find jobs through hidden job boards using the hidden job search brief. Now, there's a few different resources in here that we're going to go into. You're already looking at the brief, really plain and simple. Next, we have the hidden tools. These are the HR tools that then have a Boolean search attached to them. I'm quickly going to demonstrate what these do and what they look like. So this is Workable. Workable is a very well-known applicant tracking system. And within the last 24 hours, it is a Monday when I'm recording this, these are the jobs that contain the word marketing and remote. Looking into the next tool, Greenhouse, probably the most popular one above Workable. And these are the jobs that have been posted in the last 24 hours that are related to marketing and remote. Moving right along here, Breezy, not a huge amount. Again, for a Monday, I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Within the last 24 hours, these are the ones that have been posted. So you're starting to get an idea of what's here. The reason that this works is I am combining the word marketing and the job portal as it exists on a site search plus the word remote. And then this little string of text is basically like only give me the last 24 hours worth of new pages. That's how all this works. The last thing that we'll do is we'll use this very fancy prompt to basically adjust the site search so you get these unique URLs you can check every single day that are tailored to either the country that you want to move to. You could change Denmark, you could put Estonia, whatever you want, but you're going to obviously have less searches. And you can change it to the function, the specific job. So I put a couple of ideas in here in terms of the specific job title, but let's move on. First thing is we got to make a copy. So we are going to make a copy of this sheet. File, make a copy, tr, relocate the sheet inside of my drive, hidden job boards. Back inside of our brief, I have the option to update or make a copy of this really long brief, which is basically explaining how these Boolean searches are created using Google Site Search. It will spit it out into a table, and I need to give it the raw data in order to do that. The most important thing to remember is that you need to change these two items, your specific job title and the location that you're trying to search in. It's set as remote as the default. For the time being, you could keep that or you can adjust. It's really up to you. Make sure that you're using a broad job search title. So I used marketing as opposed to chief marketing officer. It's really up to you. So I am going to copy all this good stuff. Right click, copy. Now I'm going to hop over to one of my LLMs, paste Now remember, I need to change two very specific items. You can always make a copy of this prompt, and so you don't have to find it in here. So in here, you are going to put whatever your job title is. I'm going to mix it up. I'm putting in developer. Now, I need to make sure that I put in the specific search phrase that is also going to be present inside of there. So if I'm changing the company location to Denmark, I would put that in here, but I'm keeping it remote. Let's rock and roll and see where this goes. It's built the table for me. Copy this entire big old table, copy and paste. Now I just take out the title row and I am going to check the individual links to make sure that everything works. Great, so instead of Chief Marketing Officer or Marketing, I can see Developer, Developer, Developer. Great. Now, to sum up exactly what you have here, you have the ability to check every 24 hours, regularly updated by the time you click on this link, all of the jobs that have been posted using this ATS tool, which there are hundreds of thousands potentially weekly. That is the same for this, and so on and so on. You don't have to search for your particular function. You don't have to search for your location. It automatically updates. So it will never be the same from this morning to this afternoon because it's constantly crawling and pulling new jobs that you did not see previously that are brand new. So you can endlessly use this to find jobs. I don't know how else to explain how valuable this is compared to all of the other tools that I've demonstrated because again, you are finding the jobs that are tailored to your particular profession and abilities and function within an organization, and it is updated every 24 hours um, whenever you click on this. I hope this helps. This is like crazy. If I had had this when I was like really desperate in the version of job search that I had been in years ago, like this would have been a massive game changer. Please try this out. That way you have the ability to find absolutely brand new jobs that aren't even visible anywhere else in the world automatically every single moment you click on a link.